everyone, I'm Denny Directo. Welcome to the Daily Denny Live. It's Thursday, which means we're live, but I'm so excited because we have a very, very special guest. You know her from 13 Reasons Why, Acrimony, Empire, and starting Friday, you'll know her as Gabrielle Union's daughter in Breaking In. Please welcome Ajiona Alexus. Oh, I went a little Oprah right there.
Yeah. Alexis, I like it though. I like
Look how
it.
adorable she is. Beautiful and talented.
Thank you.
That list of credits, that's just recent credits. Like
Yeah.
you've been doing this for a long time though.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us. You guys, if you have any questions for Queen A over here, let us know in the comment section. We'll get into this iPad. But first we need to talk about Breaking In. Because I watched it, and I was telling you earlier, I was sitting there eating my popcorn like all stressed out. It was everything I wanted to be. Like so suspenseful, so fun. You were brilliant in it. So when you get the call that you're going to be Gabrielle Union's daughter, your reaction is?
Yes. Well, I was so excited. I was actually filming 13 Reasons Why at the time. And so it was really hard because I was doing 13 Reasons Why, Acrimony, and Empire. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. Not from me, but my team was like, her schedule is so crazy. Like, what can you guys do? And I was so blessed because Gab and all the producers, they just really, really, really wanted me for this part. So they did whatever they could to accommodate the schedule.
I love that.
And so it was an ongoing process. Like, I thought it was going to conflict, but then they made it work. So I was like...
I mean, already working on Empire with Taraji and, of course, 13 Reasons Why blew up. I mean, it must feel real good to know Gabrielle Union is like, we'll wait for her. We need her. We want her.
Yeah, it
You know what I mean?
does.
Right?
It does. Like, she's a big fan of 13 Reasons Why. And so it's like, when we saw each other, it was like, I love you. She's like, no, I love you. And I was like, ah! And so it was like one of those big sister moments.
I love that.
So it worked out perfect.
You know, you mentioned Gabrielle loved 13 Reasons Why. I mean, I imagine that she was someone you looked up to. I mean, she's been in the game for a really long time, too.
Yeah, you know, it's surprising. She's so real and she's so humble and down to earth. And I think the industry needs more people like her. You know, it doesn't matter how big you get or what you get on. It's like you have so much you can learn from everybody, no matter their age, what they do, if they're actors or not, or, you know, how successful they are. And that's how she is. And I think that's why she's so successful, because she gets it.
Right.
And she's humble about it.
And she, you know, she loves her co-stars.
Yeah.
Like, even she was talking to us about Bring It On from back in the day, and she just still has so much admiration. And 10 Things I Hate About You. She was talking about how she loves the people she works with, you know? And in fact, we have a little surprise for you. Our Kevin Frazier asked Gabrielle about working with you, and she was gushing. We want to play it for you. Save your reaction, though, because they're not going to be able to see it. But here's what Gabrielle had to say about working with you.
You love Ajiona.
Yes.
You saw her.
She's delicious. She's like one of my favorite people.
She is amazing in this movie because she's like, it's almost like you give her power in this movie.
Or she comes into her power. Like sometimes we don't know it as younger people. But you know, like, you had it all along, Dorothy. You just click your heels. She's been a working actress since I think she was like 13. So she's been dope and amazing and you know, paid and you know, a diva for a long time, but didn't know she had that superstar in her. And I just was like, you know, I'm just the cheerleader. I'm hyping her up. I'm Spliff Star. I'm like, you better work! You know, I love her. But I like her in 13 Reasons Why. That's where I saw her.
Yeah.
And she just shines. She shines.
Oh my
God.
She's over here cracking up watching that. I mean, how does it feel to know that you're idol?
Oh my
man,
gosh.
come on.
No, it's like laughter. This is us
good.
every day. Like, I laugh so hard. Like, I know her so well. You know when you know someone, it's the smallest things. Like, that video alone, like, represents us and just how we talk to each other. So it's so funny.
It's like when colleagues and coworkers become friends and then become family, right?
Exactly. It's so funny. I laugh so hard all the time. I have tears.
Yeah.
Because I laugh so hard.
So you better work. And work you did. I mean,
I
you worked
love
your
her.
butt off to get to here. What's something you learned from working with Gabby and maybe just even being in her life?
Yeah, I think from her it's so much. You know, we talk nonstop, and she's so powerful. She's strong. She's smart. And one thing that really stuck with me is that she was an actress and also a producer on the show. And I recommend her for that because she understands both sides. And she told me, you know, never feel limited. Like, just because you're an actress, there's so much more to that. So don't feel like, oh, you know, you have to be humble and understand there's just so many platforms you can take over in one. So don't be limited to just one thing. Know that you're capable to do everything at once.
Well said. That's a good mentor to have, huh?
Yeah,
Jeez.
she is.
So in the movie, you know, obviously Gabrielle's character, she goes into mama bear mode, maybe even hyper like mama bear, right? But you had some badass moments for yourself, which I wasn't expecting. What was that training like for you?
You know, we.
Because there were some moments, you know, you got physical.
Yeah, we didn't really do training. We had a stunt coordinator who was there, so he'd be like, you know, Deland, just kind of give you tips. But me, I grew up like a tomboy, so I was like, ooh, let's do it. You know, it's just like, let's try it. So I just kind of jumped into it. And I think, you know, something Gab said before with these roles, it's like we're just an average, normal family. So it's not something we should have necessarily trained for because it becomes something like, okay, what do you do in the moment to survive? So you're not going to be like backflip perfect. You know, you're just going to do what you need to do. And so I think it's kind of good that we didn't train as much on it so it can come off more realistic.
I mean, when the action starts, her character's barefoot, so you're right. Like, she's real normal.
Yeah.
She's outside ordering a pizza.
Right.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
She actually told us about that, too. She was saying that she didn't have to do much training. She just did Pilates and drank rosé like normal. Like, that was her.
Some tequila.
Some tequila, right? Is that what you were thinking?
Gab.
I love that. So, I love that. She was like keeping it real. She goes, I didn't train. I was just drinking my rosé. It was summer in Malibu. Okay, so let's talk about 13 Reasons Why. Obviously, that first season really, really took off. And season 2 is just around the corner. I know it's shrouded in secrecy, but what we do know is that this next batch of episodes will focus on serial sexual abuse, right?
Yeah.
So how does the show tackle that issue?
I mean, I feel like it tackles it in a lot of ways. And not only that, but it's so many other issues that's just around that sexual assault. But I think what's more important is that you see all sides of the spectrum from different characters because, like you said, when it comes to someone being sexually abused, there's so many people involved and so many people who get affected by it. So I think a way that's smart that they're handling it is showing like other people's and their point of views and how they're being corrupted and how it kind of interferes with their lifestyle. Because I want the world to it's not so many Hannah Bakers, there's Marcuses, there's Sherrys, there's teachers, and you know, so it's good that they're showing other sides of the stories as well.
I was gonna say, they really give each of you guys so much to work with. And not just as actors, but you also get to send so many different kinds of messages to so many different people. I bet that feels for you as an actress like the cherry on top of a sundae, right? Because you have the job opportunity, but now you have a responsibility. It's also...
Yeah, for sure. And you know, one thing for me, I've been doing this for a long time, so I always make sure I take on roles that serves my purpose of what I want my career to serve. And so I don't just take anything. And so it has to be something that's kind of, I feel, will benefit the world in a way in young adolescents. And so, like you say, to be able to do something I love and have a responsibility and get that across, that's a blessing. It's like you're getting your job done, but also serving things for a higher purpose and reality of life.
It's such heavy subject matter, but y'all look like you're having fun too, though. Like, I see you on Instagram and stuff. Like, how much have you guys bonded over this experience?
A lot, a lot. I think first season was so fun. We went out a lot, went out to dinners. Second season, it was a little different because we had more of a fan base. And so, especially out in San Francisco, like, it's so small. You go to one little area, somebody takes a picture, and it's literally crowds coming. And we're like... We're gonna go now. Yeah.
We just wanted to eat.
Yeah, so it gets a little hectic sometimes. So I feel like season 2 was more secluded, and then we were more so in houses and our hotels and stuff like that. But it was still really fun.
But you guys had each other to kind of like kick it, right?
Yeah, it was super dope. Yeah.
What's one word you would use to describe season 2 of 13 Reasons Why?
Plot twist.
Shocking.
Plot twist. Plot twist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys might be teeing it up for another season, huh? Is that what they mean by plot twist? I'm just putting it out in the universe because I'm trying to manifest that, you know? Something tells me y'all gonna get it. So yeah, you mentioned Gabrielle was a fan of 13 Reasons Why. Was she trying to get any scoop out of you for this next season?
She's like, what can you tell me? Tell me more. You know something. Yes, you do. I said, I haven't even read the scripts. Because they give it to us. Yeah, I was shooting 13, and so they give us the scripts as we go, and it's constantly changing. So like we're at our table reads, and we're like, oh my God, it's like we're figuring it out as we go, and we're filming.
I love it.
So it's exciting.
It is exciting. I can't wait to watch that. I'm gonna binge it. Thank you, Netflix, for putting all those episodes up at once. I'm not trying to waste any time. So, you know, you worked with Taraji P. Henson on Empire and Acrimony, and now, of course, Gabrielle Union. Who's on your list of, like, dream co-stars? Let's put it out there in the world. Who do you want to work with?
I have so many people. You know, I look up to so many different people for different reasons, and I feel like there's just so many people I can learn from, even people I don't know. But Zoe Saldana, I love her.
She's getting her star on the Walk of Fame today. Today.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Go her. I didn't know that. That's really good. I love her. I think she's amazing. Cameron Diaz, Rachel McAdams, Joan Rivers. No, I said Joan Rivers. What's the lady that was on American Horror Story?
Oh, Jessica Lange.
Yes, Jessica Lange.
Yes.
So,
some
Angelina
legends.
Jolie.
Yes.
I like all those powerful like women.
I love that. Any directors on your radar?
So many.
There's so many, right?
Yeah.
I know. You worked with a good one.
Yeah, and I've had a blessing. That's what I love about the series. We work with so many different directors. writers, so you get like a lot of learning experience too of how different people are working.
So if that wasn't enough, all these acting roles, now today you dropped your new single. Congratulations. No, that's really
Thank
exciting.
you.
That's so dope. It's your first one, your debut one, called
Yeah,
Baggage. What
Baggage.
can you tell us about it?
So Baggage is like for me because it shows my side of like savage and then also like the sensitive Savage side. So the whole album itself is going to be called Savage. And so Baggage, I decided to release this one first because I feel like so many people can relate to it. It's like everyone comes along with baggage. Everyone comes along with some insecurities, some problems. Like it's just so much, you know, and you have to find that one person who's willing to kind of take that in for you. And I think especially as a woman, like they think we're supposed to be the little housewives, and I'm like, you know, I come along with more baggage than you think. You
So
know,
get ready.
it's not just a pretty face. So
Right,
I think
right.
just with anybody, there's always like a turn to them, and so it's the baggage. So it's like, can you handle it? Can you handle the baggage? And so
love
that's
that.
where it came from.
I asked her, I told her I'm going to be bumping it all weekend. We're going to play a little bit for you guys, but I was
Yeah.
saying, this is my new jam for the weekend. She goes, play it for your friend, your family, and your exes. So you had something to get across in this song,
Yeah,
huh?
for the universe.
When you were recording it, were you thinking of someone in particular?
Oh, I wrote this so fast. It started off fun, actually, but all of my songs have something to do with my life, 100%.
I
and
love that.
one person or a different person, or like 4 people at a time. So
Yeah.
it's all very personal to me, for sure.
So it's Queen A putting a little sass on it,
little
huh?
sass,
All right, well,
a
we got a
little
special
sass.
treat for your fans right now. We have an
Yeah.
exclusive first look at the lyric video for Baggage. It drops later today, but we got a taste for you guys now. Take a look.
You really gonna start me without the pianos though?
I know you got baggage. Know you got baggage. You do. I know you got baggage. Know you got baggage. I know you got secrets. Know you got secrets. I know you got baggage. Let me check that in for you.
Yeah! I haven't even seen that yet. Look at you! And that's just the lyric video,
Oh
right?
yeah, we have a whole video coming. The video's gonna be wild and crazy, and you'll see my dancing side and performance level.
I love
So
that.
that was just, you know, chill, fun stuff. And the full video is gonna drop today.
Right, and you guys can stream and download and buy the song now, right?
Not now.
Not
We're just
now?
gonna do
Okay.
yeah, because I wanted to do something just special to show
Okay.
people, you know, my appreciation for their support. And so for this one, it's like people haven't heard my music side, so
Yeah.
I want them to just to get a feel of who I am. Then when the whole project comes out, they can
Love
definitely.
that. All right, make sure you're following her on socials then, so you guys can see when that all drops.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting. Are we expecting like a full record, full album?
Oh
after
yeah, for
this?
sure. I have it. It's all done. I've been writing a lot lately. Probably just more like an EP, just like a 6-7 songs, so people can like get a feel of who I am. But I've been writing so much, and this is so crazy. If you love Baggage, you're gonna love these.
Well, I was
these
gonna
other
ask,
ones.
is Baggage like a taste of what we can expect from the full thing? Is that the vibe
Yeah,
you're
Baggage.
going for?
So like I was saying, it's like 2 sides. So I have the savage side, me. It's like Baggage, you know, sassy, like attitude. And then I have this Savage side. That's my bougie way of savage. So it's like more so real singing and like real vocals and melodic like melodies with pianos and guitars. So you get 2 sides of me as an artist. So
I
I'm
love
really
that.
excited about it.
It's like Monday through Friday, you got Savage.
right.
And then come Saturday, a little Savage.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who are your music inspirations?
So many people. Beyonce, for sure. You know, just when it comes to performance levels and giving that visual, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Sierra. I could go on for days. I love Adele as far as her writing style, and Sia, her writing style.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many people who inspires me, even underground artists that I listen to.
You mentioned a lot of artists who also write and or produce their own music. How
yeah.
important is that to you?
Really important. You
Yeah.
know, I think nowadays something that's missing with artists is they're kind of giving this image, but then they're like, you sing this, you do this. And so it's hard for them to figure out who they are as a person and as an artist. And if you're not true to yourself, that's kind of when you fall off. But when you're true to yourself and you have your own input and all this other stuff, you can't help but to go up because you're not faking it. You're just being
It's
yourself.
so genuine, and
Yeah.
people respond to that. And they can tell, right?
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
when
yeah.
you really throw in all your cards,
Yeah,
right?
so-
That's what Beyonce does.
Yeah, definitely. That's something I've been working at. Every time I'm in the studio, I'm like
Yeah.
always making sure I'm a part of it. It's like learning, okay, let's do this,
That's
do this.
amazing.
So.
I love that.
yeah.
See, you're already inspiring all kinds of young girls out there. I love that. In fact, Cassie Love from YouTube says, love you on Empire and love watching your journey. Edward from Facebook does have a question. He wants to know, what is your secret to looking so beautiful?
Oh, stop it.
Okay, Edward.
Stop
homework. You better take notes.
Well, you know, I have a team over there.
Yeah,
They're
right.
okay or whatever. They, you know, I wake up a little rough. They see me every morning. So it's my team for sure. You know, they put the little things under my little eyes and smack on the concealer and, you know, slick back my edges. So
Right.
I think my team is more than ever.
That's the secret. Get you a team.
Yeah.
You know, Rihanna actually just posted a tutorial on Vogue, and I was watching that, and it's so funny. It's like you just gotta learn the tips and tricks from everyone who does your makeup. That's what she said.
Yeah, you do. It's true. Like
Right?
people, but I feel like they figured it out. It's hard to find people who knows your face and your, you know what I mean. So when you find that squad, it's like,
Hold on to them. You gotta
Yeah.
hold on to them. All right, so obviously you've been a part of so many amazing projects, and this is just the beginning for you, really. What has this last year, 2 years meant to you?
wow, so much. I mean, like I've started since I was 6 years old. I put a lot of work into this, so it's not overnight success.
Right.
And I feel like it's more so the world is just now seeing what I'm capable of and kind of taking it into their perspective. But for me, I see the bigger vision and the bigger goals of everything. So I think something I have a problem with is actually celebrating my success and the few things that I do. Because I see this and I'm like, oh, thank you, that's great. All right, what are we doing? Like, I'm always, you know, kind of, so I have to learn how to live more in that moment of things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a blessing, but it's also just the beginning. So I'm very humbled by it, and I look forward to the future.
Seems like you've been waiting and prepared for this moment for so long.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's like what Oprah says, it's when preparation and opportunity meet and
It
boom.
just boom,
right?
yeah. So it's not like it's more like I've worked for this. You saw
Right.
it coming. You put in the work.
And
Now
you're
you have to
ready.
keep going more than ever. It's
Absolutely.
It's most importantly, it's like, what are you doing after this? Like, don't get too caught up into what's happening, because that can be here and gone any day.
Now, I know you're really focused on your career, but Sarah just sent a question. First of all, she says you're so beautiful and you have so much going on. Do you have time to date with your busy schedule?
No,
No,
I
really?
don't.
I know.
I'm a lonely little soul. I just,
No.
you know, live my life. I have a few people, you know, I talk to here and there, but you
Tell
may hear
them.
about some of that in the
album.
They're gonna be like, who is this girl talking
Right,
about?
exactly.
It's like, whew, never know,
But
but.
she's not going to give away any names because she wants to keep that mystery. Okay. Yeah.
I'm very a solo dolo person though, you know, I like my space. I'm really focused, you know, I have so much going on. So not to say boys are distractions, but yeah.
They are. No, girl, you
I have
better,
to focus on myself right now.
you know, collect your coin first. You know, collect your coin. Well, anyway, it was so lovely chatting with you.
You
Thank you so much for
too.
being here. You guys, Breaking In is in theaters
Yes.
tomorrow. I'm telling you, you're going to have a blast. It's that popcorn flick, I'm telling you. I know there's a bunch of superhero movies, but Gabrielle Union and Ajiona, they are superheroes in this movie. So go check it out, you guys.
Thank you,
Make sure you
guys.
follow her on social. And tomorrow we'll be back with a brand new Daily Denny. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Mwah.